Not waiting. A fourth of our class. Basically. Okay. That works. I'm glad I fit in with you guys.
So what's the probability that I get to do both?
I don't know. We'll have another. We got time to talk tonight as parent teacher conferences, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're doing the exact same thing, except we're wrapping around some other line besides the x or y axis. Now, there's ways to play a game with this and just not wrap it around that line. You just slide it over the axis and then just do it normally and just reconfigure this. But we're doing it the way they're saying to do it. Okay? So, you see how this is here. Okay? And we're going to wrap it around so it looks like this. Okay? So, when we wrap it around, okay, what we need to do is we need to take, if we're wrapping around the y-axis or a line x equals something, which is the same as the y-axis, we always go towards the y-axis or towards the x-axis when we do this. Okay? So it'll be this minus 1. Okay? That minus 1. So if we were on this side, then it would be 1 minus this. Okay, and we'll get to those. But, so what we have to do just making sure I have this right because I don't want to screw it up for you guys. Yep. Okay. So this one, since we're wrapping around the y, a y line, okay, like the y-axis, and it's going to be the line x equals 1, okay? What we have to do is solve for x. Get x alone. So what do? Well, we take the square root of both sides. So the square root of y equals x minus 1. If we move the 1 over, the square root of y minus 1 equals x. That's this line, plus 1. Thank you. Okay? So then what we do is we take this minus this. So it's the square root of y plus 1 minus 1 squared pi the integral from 2 to 4 pi r squared. Well, what happens on this one, and this one is like a super easy peasy one, what's 1 minus 1? 0. So it's the integral of the square root of y squared from 2 to 4, which is the integral of y from 2 to 4. What's the integral of y? 1/2 y squared from 2 to 4 with a pi on it. So put in the 4. 4 squared is 16. Half of 16 is 8. Put in a 2. 2 squared is 4. Half of 4 is 2. So we get 6 pi. That's the volume of this cork. Okay, you put a cork in a bottle. That's kind of the shape of it. That's what we're doing. Okay? All right. So let's do this one. Okay. What are we wrapping around? Okay. We're wrapping around a line. It's wrapped around here, wrapped around here. We're wrapping around the line x equals 3. So we're wrapping around this line. So we take what's furthest away from the y-axis minus what's closer to the y-axis. So we're going to take this line, 3 minus, and since it's a vertical wrap, we got to solve this for x. How do we solve this for x? Well, we multiply both sides by x minus 1. So it's x minus 1 times y equals 1. Okay, then what I'll do is should I distribute? No. Let's divide by y. So x minus 1 equals 1 over y. So x equals 1 over y minus plus 1. So our integral is pi from where to where, since we're doing a vertical wrap. Where do we start at? Not 0, not 3, 1/2. Where do we end at? From here to here. Okay, so we're going from 1/2 up to 2 of 3 minus 1 over y plus 1 squared. What's 3 minus 1? 2. So it's pi 1/2 to 2 of 2 minus 1 over y squared. That one right there. Because 3 is this line. It is further away from the y-axis, so we always go this direction, towards the y-axis. So we have to go this minus this. We can't go this minus this. We're going the wrong way. We got to go towards that axis. Okay. And then if we're doing the top line, then we'd go down. This one. We're going to wrap it around the line y equals -1. So since we're wrapping around a horizontal line, then this is already what we need it to be. Okay? And we're going this direction. Okay? We go top to bottom. We go right to left and top to bottom. So it's the integral from where to where. Where do we start? Now think, we're wrapping this way, so we go from the start to the end. So it's from, in the x direction, 0 to 2. Of the top, x squared minus 1. Minus a -1 squared with a pi in front. Well, minus the negative is plus positive. So it's pi, the integral from 0 to 2 of x squared, or x to the 4th. Are we good with that? Do you need more examples, or are we good? Okay. So hopefully that taught you, okay, if we're going this way, top minus bottom, and we use x's. If we're going this way, then we use y's. Okay, there it is.